Hello, and welcome to another TTT scrapping adventure. On today's episode, I've got this lovely little compressor motor. This came from a refrigerator, a little bit of street scrapping, which I haven't done before, but the fridge was completely rusted out, all the lines are rusted out, so I had no gas in it, so I'm like, happy days. So I'm going to just take this apart because I think they're really cool. I don't get many of them because I don't deal with refrigerant and things like that, and you should never vent to atmosphere. But have a look, it's really cool. Love these. Love the springs. Nice big chunk of copper in there. Really nice cast housing. And this, I really like this. Hopefully I can show you this. This little piston jobby. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can you hear that? Oh, it's like a little pop with the air. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Alright, I've already loosened the bolts to save you all and myself the extreme embarrassment of my lack of hand strength. So I'm just going to take these bolts out for you now, and we will go from there. Alright, saving you the bolt montage. Not because they're not fun, just because I cannot be bothered editing it. So, we'll see what's going on here first. Alright, so, this looks like a nice little cast piece of aluminium. Where's my magnet? Alright, so that's aluminium, so start with that. And here we've got the little manifold gasket that was very nicely sealed in there. Let's see, of course it's oiled. This feels quite heavy, like it's probably steel, and it is. So, a bit of steel. I'll show you all this at the end, lay it out, just in case you're curious. What is this? It's plastic, just a couple of little clips. Don't know what this is at all. Okay, those clips were doing nothing. Doesn't appear to be anything in there. You can see the angle grinder where I cut open the Robocop head housing. So, moving on. Sticking with this top piece. Let's see if there's another little gasket on there. Oh yeah, there is. That also looks to be steel. Stick that in the pile. And there's the top of the piston. Ooh, you can probably just see the top dead center there. Ooh, cool. Alright, let's move on with these little guys on the front. Head, skipping the bolt montage. Just these little bolts. This appears to be a little copper washer on there. Yeah, I'll check that later. But for now, we've got these little bulby bits, which I assume are the other ends of these bolts here. So, again, I've already loosened these off because I want to keep the spring. So, that's a cool spring. I like it. Very springy. Bolts. Spring. So now I'm going to go with this just coming off. Let me just grab that oil real quick. So let me just do it that way. Oh yeah, there it goes. There we have the beautiful copper and steel inside. All wired up, that's just the plug, so I can stay there for now. This doesn't seem to be welded, so I'm going to give that the old whack it with a hatchet and a hammer treatment, which is amazing how efficiently that works. Especially, well, this is pretty big, but I'll do it anyway just for fun. Little small ones you get, like, and all types of things. Whack, copper, easy. So that's that section. Let's just go over here and a bit of that. And we've got the center section connects to the piston, so that's the I always forget what it's called. Armature, stator, the bit that spins inside the copper coil. So then we've got, obviously that's connected to the piston. All runs very nice and smoothly. The fridge motor itself is in great condition, just rusted out the lines, must have been in the garage. So now, do I tackle that split pin, or do I figure out if there's anything under this cap? Why not do both? And get something else to put in there. Well, it's a tiny bit too small. There's nothing on the other side to bash it through, but yeah, I really want to know what's under these little bits. Alright, let's see if I get that split pin out. Split pins are not my friend, so good luck everybody. Oh, it probably goes the other way, you know. I think it might. Let's get the piston set on top. Let's see here. No, that's not the pin. Lordy, hope this is still in focus. Let me think on that for a sec. Because if I hammer it out, it's just, if I hammer it out, it's going into that spot. So let me just try and give that a little whack with my my precision hammering tools. Well, the pin's moved. Just need to be a lot more accurate with that. What if I use that? Oh, too big. Alright, I'm going to get myself a little pin to whack the pin and be right back. And we're back. Thought I'd also grab a hammer, because it makes sense. Let me just rotate that out of the way. I'm going to just... rotate that out of the way. I'm going to try and do this so you can see all these years of watching cooking shows paying off. Nah, too hard, can't see. Alright, dramatic. Oh, of course the piston went down, makes sense. Hit it with a hammer. Hammer. Whoa, almost got my finger. It's not the type of television I'm trying to create here, people. Could still go down more. Well, go down a lot more because nothing has actually happened. I really want to like get it out and like show you what's up. Maybe if I drill. No, that's nothing to it. It's not connected. I'm going to drill in this little hole, which hopefully you can see. You know, hopefully you can see that little hole there where the pin is, and hopefully then I can just pull the pin out. Right. Break. A few moments later. Well, to be honest, it was several moments later. As some of you may have realised very early on, a pin holding a conrod, well, the bit, oh mate, terrible. You pull that out, you don't punch it in, because where's it going to go? It's just going to go through the top of the piston, and that's not going to work. So, I bashed it in, then couldn't pull it out. Drilled it, then couldn't pull it out. So, I got my precision cutting angle grinder, and I have cut it to take off conrod part and punch out the piston part. Hooray! To show you what we've got here. So yeah, obviously, not how you go. Yeah, there's obviously a pin there. So, lesson learned. Would you believe I used to be a mechanic? Yeah, and I'm doing this to restore a car. So, really didn't do too well on that one. So now we've got that part, and this now needs to be precision bashed with a hammer to come out, and then I'll show you that, and hopefully wrap up this disaster and see how we go. And we're back. I'm defeated. Whee! So, hit it with a hammer, hit it with a grinder, just broke bits of the casting off, and that's as much as I can be bothered doing. Oh, these popped off just by not wanting to be part of this video anymore, like me. Don't know, like they have nothing in it, so I don't know if there's some type of reservoir or something for the pressure. I mean, that's got a little line going in it. But yeah, nothing inside. I do like that though. I don't know if you can see that colour very well, but anyway, I digress. These little don't really serve much purpose. So, because I am defeated, as I mentioned, just imagine this is not attached anymore, and there's like this really nice bearing in there. It's quite smooth, quite nice. Can't see it because, well, the grinder disc broke as well, proving that the fuck up fairy can visit you more than once during a shoot. So, yeah, well, yeah. So I hope you found that disaster slightly interesting. There's a bit of a piston. Here's some springs. Have some springs. Yeah, definitely have some springs. That magnet's mine. Have a piece of copper. Nice piece of copper. I'm gonna go hit this with a hammer out of well, just pure frustration. Actually, maybe I'll try a different method, but I'm not going to show you that because, well, there's a piece of aluminium too. So, thank you for joining Sean Tiki T's Scrapping Adventures, and a visit from poor planning, lack of knowledge, and, well, broken angle grinder discs, and a broken heart. Okay, bye. Disaster. Total disaster.